Hey. My name is Lahí, Admiral daughter, and the ghost they thought they'd buried. At the family dinner, my stepmother lifted her glass and said, "Under my roof, you'll learn respect." Yet when I slipped off my coat and revealed the full weight of my admiral's uniform, her face melted like a cheap candle beneath floodlights. "You want respect," I said quietly. "Earn it." "You want silence." I brought the truth. "You want me gone." I came back with 27 years of erased memories, a flash drive full of buried assets, and the legal weight of every signature you prayed I'd never find. This wasn't a comeback. It was a reckoning. The deck of the carrier glowed gold under a setting sun. I stood at parade rest, medals pinned over my heart like quiet promises. Flags snapped in the wind. Brass instruments closed the ceremony with sharp precision. People applauded. Respectful, but hollow. Somewhere in my mind I saw my father's medals, polished still, tethered to a man long gone. He taught me honor. Life taught me boundaries. As the receiving line formed, my phone buzzed. The caller ID, Dad Harlon. "Valora wants to invite you home for dinner," he said. "She says it's time." The word drifted like smoke. "I'll come," I said. But my smile felt older than my years. Hollow applause surrounded me, but inside the world felt brittle. The return. In my cabin, I stared at my rear admiral uniform. Immaculate. A life I built alone. I reached past it and pulled out a plain trench coat, civilian. "Going home," I whispered. Not to fight. Not to lead. Just to be seen. Lucien, my second, watched me quietly. "This mission isn't tactical," he murmured. "No," I breathed. "It's personal." At Charleston Airport, I boarded a civilian flight. Someone thanked me for my service after spotting the faint outline of medals beneath my coat. Strangers saluted me. My own family silenced me. When Quaid pulled up in the black SUV at the Old Magnolia, he hesitated. "They've been preparing the house all week," he said. Funny. They'd never prepared a place for me before. The house rose perfectly trimmed. Roses, hedges, marble steps like a staged picture. Photographs hung inside. None of them bore my face. "Careful," Quaid murmured. "You can still turn back." But I stepped forward. I didn't come this far to flinch. Laughter echoed under the chandelier. Her friends filled the table, all polished teeth and shallow smiles. I was introduced blandly as Harlon's daughter. No rank. No recognition. Valora entered like she owned the oxygen. She lifted a glass. "Under my roof," she said. "You'll learn respect." I raised my glass slightly. I assumed respect was mutual, not hierarchical. Fork dropped. A whisper died. The room froze. When someone asked what I did these days, Valora answered first. "She used to be in the military." "Isn't that right, dear?" I folded my hands calmly. "Still am. Rear Admiral. Norfolk." Faces flickered, shock, denial, envy, confusion. "Well," she said with sugar venom, "in this house we're all civilians." I took a slow sip of water, memory crashing over me. Prayers on deck, steel under boots, and the ocean stretching endless. I remembered being scolded once. Ladies know their place. Not anymore. The phone incident. When my encrypted phone buzzed again, I reached for it. "Put that away," Valora snapped. "This is a dinner, not a war room." "It's government issued," I said. "Time sensitive." She snatched it from my hand. "In my house we eat. We don't command armies." My father stared at his wine glass. Not at me. "This device is federal property," I said softly. "Interfering with it." "Then report me," she smirked. "Family against family. Let's see who wins." Dessert arrived. So did clarity. I stood and left the table. In the bathroom, I stared at myself in the mirror. A woman they worked hard to erase. A woman who rose anyway. "They aren't attacking me," I whispered. "They're afraid of what I became." Later in my room, Quaid returned the phone. "Lady said it had GPS tied to the SUV," he murmured. But I know your real name, ma'am. The one with rank. People who know things. Respect that. Sometimes loyalty is silent. I open my backup encrypted device. Orders. Trust documents. Bank statements. Correspondence. All intact. They tried to bury me. Instead they armed me. The next day. By evening the house brimmed with guests. I was handed trays, coats, champagne flutes, mistaken for staff. Didn't break me. It revealed them. A child asked, "Are you part of the staff?" "No," I said gently. "I take orders only from those who earn my salute." She nodded with awe. A photograph of my father and Valora passed around the room. Perfect couple. Perfect smiles. I wasn't in it. Again. That night I returned to my old room. Stripped bare, repainted, sterilized. A jewelry box labeled in my mother's handwriting sat in a drawer. Every trace of me removed. I lifted the trench coat. The uniform beneath glinted faintly, silver star catching lamplight. "Out there," I whispered. "I'm decorated. In here I'm disposable." I hung the coat. "This coat has seen more loyalty than this roof," I murmured. Promise woke inside me, cold, steady. I sat at my device, scrolling through every document, every record, every truth they buried. This was no longer about respect. This was accountability. Consequence. Revelation. They tried to silence a phone. They awakened a war. And Dawn would not be kind to them.